I've always been infatuated with the idea of ghosts and the paranormal. For as long as I can remember, I always watched all the ghost hunting or Bigfoot hunting shows. I wanted to be a ghost hunter when I grew up, but my opinions quickly changed after a span of 1 week. I had a school project in my world geography class to map out all the Indian tribes' territory in the US. I found out I lived in a past territory of the Apache tribe, which I partly expected because I'm 1/4 Apache. I kept researching the Apache after the project ended and learned all I could about the tribe. I learned that the Apache also believed in ghosts and the afterlife as I do. Being the stupid 11-year-old I was, I decided to steal my father's Ouija board to see if there was any lingering spirits in my house. I decided to speak to the ghosts on the Saturday of the week I stole the board. That night came quickly, and I was excited to see if I could find any ghosts that would be willing to talk to me and tell them about my tribe. I set up the board, lit candles around myself, and turned off the lights in my room. I was ready. I asked, "Is there anyone here?" To my shock, I signed hello. I was ecstatic someone was with me. I asked if they were Apache. They said yes, and told me his name was Delche, the name of a warrior and a chief. I was asking questions all night, up until he gave me a very, very bone-chilling answer that didn't relate to the question that I asked. "Can you help me?" Delche had asked. Of course, I happily obliged to his question. Then he told me to put up my board, saying that there were other spirits coming. "Don't say goodbye," he said. I remember I was a little confused as to why I would have said goodbye in the first place, but I had done what he said. The week that followed was the scariest week of my life. The next Tuesday, as I was doing my math homework, I heard a knock come from the inside of my closet. I laughed and told my brother to get out. He came out of his room and opened my door leading into my room and said, "I didn't knock." I didn't think much of the incident. We lived in a pretty rundown house at the time. Throughout the week, more strange things began to happen. Doors would slam in the middle of the night. Cabinets would open and close, and some things would seemingly disappear without a trace, later to be found in the place we first checked. I was starting to get worried that not saying goodbye to Delche was a bad idea. I got back out my father's Ouija board and searched for Delche, but I couldn't get an answer back from him. I knew then, in that moment, that I had helped Delche escape the spirit realm and come back to haunt my house. I told my brother what happened, and he decided that we need to signal Delche and let him pass through the other side. We turned off all the lights in my room, lit candles, and looking to see if we can get a hold of him, copying everything the ghost hunters did. We started the recorder and started talking, asking all the questions the hunters did. "If you are here, give us a sign," my brother had said. Then something absolutely terrifying happened. My closet door opened, slowly, very slowly, as the hinges squeaked. I was frozen in fear, and I assumed my brother was as well. We sat in silence for at least 10 minutes before we heard something. It was a faded whisper. Delche said, "Dihil," the Apache word for dark. My brother and I were shocked. We quickly cleared everything in my room and ran to my parents to tell them what had happened. My parents believed in ghosts just as much as I did. We showed them the tape of the door opening and Delche's comment. We were already planning on moving from the rundown home. So this just added to the list of reasons of wanting to move from the now haunted house. I don't know what happened to the house, or Delshay, but I can tell you this for certain. Don't forget to say goodbye.